All right, we are ready to begin. So, first things first, we need to begin by creating one repository. So, you can click on the new repository button, but before for this hands on, let me show you. You got to create the repository name one Git test and one GitHub foundations, something like this. Let me copy this. Since I already have a repository, I won't be able to create it, but you got to repeat these steps. I'll click on new repository. Let's give the repository name, right? For me, it shows already exists, right? So you got to create this and click on create a repository. Please make sure it's public, right? Similarly, you got to create another repository, that is GitHub Foundation. Just copy this. Please make sure to name it anything, but if you want to follow my tutorial, you got to name like this. So GitHub Foundation, you got it, right? Once done, you got to click repository. So what you'll have at the end of the day, you'll be having two repositories like this, what is shown. Now, please open Git test here. So here in the Git test, you'll be having the options to open in a app or a desktop, download the desktop version. So since I have already activated the desktop app here, I'm not getting the option, but you should be able to get the app, which is on the right hand corner, app available for GitHub, this one. This you got to install it and create one shortcut on your desktop. Since I have already installed this app, it will be handy. Without opening the GitHub website, we'll be able to do it. So let's continue on the app now. All right, now we are ready to begin. Please note that we have two repositories, right? We have created. That is, if we go here in the repositories, right? My repositories here. So now here we can see like Git test and GitHub foundations, which we have created, right? Because we need to make sure, because first command will be creating the using the clone command, right? So please make sure that both the repositories are active, because we are inside the Git test in the app. We'll be cloning GitHub Foundation. So in the app now, we got to fire the command. The syntax is git clone space the URL. How do we get the URL? Let me show you. Let's say I want to clone GitHub Foundations. I'll open this. So on the top, if we look, here is the URL. So we got to embed whatever is there .git. I'll show you how it looks like. So here is the command. Let me first copy. If you look here, https GitHub Foundation just .git you got to add. Please make sure to add this. Otherwise, you'll find difficulty in cloning the repository. So there's a difference between cloning, forking. Those advanced concepts we'll consider later. So let's begin. Cloning is kind of, think of like something copying. Let me just copy this. In the desktop app now, I'm in the Git test. How do I know it? If I press pwd, please note I'm in Git test, right? So please make sure, because what I'm doing, I'm cloning the other repository, GitHub Foundation.git, right? I'm in Git test, cloning this GitHub Foundation here. Let me press enter. And there we go. It says 100%. It got succeeded. How do I verify? I want to execute the list command, that is ls. So here it will give the GitHub Foundation, which we have copied or cloned. So what does clone command do? Clone basically creates a local copy of the remote repository with full history. right? So that's what we have done using the clone command. Now we want, let's say we want to make the changes locally. I want to create one file. So I have done the homework for you. So here we go, the echo command, right? Let me copy this. I'll explain you. Let me paste it. So echo hello welcome to GitHub, it's appending to a file. These are basic Linux command, right? You got to become little familiar with Linux, because Linux is out of scope because we are learning Git here, Git the foundations, right? So basically what it will do, it will be creating one txt file where the contents will be hello welcome to GitHub Foundation. Inside the double quotation, if you want, you can put your own text as well. For the simplicity, let's hit enter. And if I want to view the contents of the file, that is demo.txt, whatever text is there or not, or whatever is there, I can do cat. Cat command is used to view the contents of the file in Linux. So there we go. This is what's written. So in Windows, whatever we do in Notepad, right? Similar thing. In Notepad, if we type this and save it, creating the file name with demo.txt, equivalent is in Linux. So this is how we do. So what we have done, we have created one demo.txt file with contents hello welcome to GitHub Foundation. Looks good. Now we want to stage the changes. How do we do it? We'll do it using the git add command. So git add, then your file name. Since we have created the file name in previous step with demo.txt, so we are adding this, right? We are adding demo.txt. Let me copy this. I'll paste here and hit enter. So there we go. No error means it got succeeded. So what does git add space the file name, that is demo.txt, do? So it basically moves the file, that is demo.txt, into the staging area preparing for commit. So that being said, our next step is the commit command. So commit command, the syntax goes git commit flag m, then the double quotation, whatever message we want to give. Let's copy this git commit, and here let me paste it, and there we go. It says one file change, one insertions and deletions. It's something like this, right? So we are good. We are we have committed it, right? So what does commit command do? Commit command records a snapshot of the changes in local repository. Looks good. Now let's go ahead with the push command. So here we go. The command is simple. It's get push origin main. Please note, if it is the first time, you might get error. If you get error, please execute these two commands. Since I've already done it, probably it should work. Let me copy this. Let me paste here. I'll hit enter. And there we go. It got succeeded. Total 3 delta, right? Compressing object 100%, counting objects 100%. So looks good. We are good here. Now, what does your question might be, what does this the push command especially do? So push command uploads the local commits to remote GitHub repository. Looks good. So now let's pull the updates from GitHub. Since for us there shouldn't be any updates because we are the only one doing it now, but in a team, right, if 3-4 people or 100 people are working on it, there might be some changes, right? So let's pull updates from GitHub. So let me paste this. So let's execute the pull command, and there we go. It says already up to date because we are the only one, right? So pull command fetches and merges changes from the remote repository into the local copy. So that's what it goes with the basic command. So we are just getting started here. So let's meet in our next lecture.